Taking office on January 1st of this year, soft on crime Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has now, it turns out, through an investigative report by the New York Post, downgraded 52% of felony cases to simple misdemeanors. And he has declined to prosecute 35% more felony cases this year than in 2019 when there was a different DA, Cy Vance, at that time. Well, with serious crime running rampant in New York City, how can this be expected to decrease any further violence by simply lessening these offenses and people get out? Joining us now to discuss all of this is former NYPD Commissioner. There he is, the great Bernie Kerik. Bernie, I love having you on the show, and I just want to get your firsthand experience. I mean, you know how important it is to basically make sure that you try to stick to what the offenses are. You know that first the folks arrest them, the good folks at the NYPD arrest them, and then to see the Manhattan DA downgrading it to a simple misdemeanor, often these very serious felonies. How does that hurt just these efforts to crack down on crime?
You know what, Rita, I think that's one of the primary reasons this guy has lost a number of experienced, very well-experienced prosecutors since he's been in office, from his second or third down, right down to some of the first level prosecutors, assistant DAs. They've walked out the door and resigned because this guy doesn't do his job and outright refuses. This is a district attorney in one of the biggest DA's office in the entire country that believes resisting arrest should not be a chargeable crime. That's completely insane, because that tells the bad guys, you could do whatever you want. As long as you fight the cops and get away, you're not getting arrested. That's crazy. That's completely crazy. And it emboldens the bad guys and creates an air of lawlessness in the streets. All these downgraded charges, it's completely uncalled for. It's, you know, there are times when a prosecutor will take a felony and downgrade it because he doesn't have the evidence, or he doesn't think he does, to move forward with the case for a conviction. But you can't tell me that more than 50% of the felonies in his office got downgraded for that reason. That's crazy. That's great. He's doing this intentionally. He's doing it because he's soft on crime. He's doing it because he's an anti-cop prosecutor, which is, you know, years ago, 20 years ago, even under Vance, but under Morgenthau, you would never, ever, ever have a prosecutor that would take the word of a thug before he'd take the word of a cop. This guy is a thug himself. He should be removed. Governor Hochul should have removed him months ago, and he's still sitting in that seat.
Right, and again, she came out and said, oh, we're going to give him some slack. How much slack does New York City deserve? My goodness. You know, Bernie, I wanted to talk also about subway attacks, because there's so much crime, sadly, happening on the New York City subways and in many major cities, of course, across this country. Now, Mayor Eric Adams this week announced his plan to start taking homeless people into custody for psychiatric evaluations and for possible involuntary commitment to hospitals, basically saying that they're a danger not just to themselves, but potentially to others. Take a listen.
And we want to be clear, we don't want us to walk away from this conference because someone is sitting on the train talking to themselves, they're going to be committed, because then we're going to commit us all. You know? So that's not what we're saying. We're saying we're going to an accumulation of factors that is going to make a trained professional determine that this person is in danger to themselves because they can't take care of their basic needs.
And also, Bernie, by the way, our very own John Tobacco, host of The Wise Guys, caught up with Eric Adams. Take a listen to this.
We need to talk to our judges, our lawmakers, and others, and let's keep these bad guys in jail, protect innocent New Yorkers and not those that commit crime.
What do you make of this, the fact that he is now at least taking some action? Because, as you know, sadly, you see in New York City, there are so many homeless individuals, and also there are so many individuals that are perpetrating crimes that clearly have a mental illness, and it's that revolving door that you just talked about. They're getting checked in, they're getting back out. Does this at least give some teeth and maybe some hope also to New Yorkers that they'll feel safer?
Well, I found his comments to John pretty interesting. First of all, if you really felt like that, you would go to the governor and get rid of the prosecutor. You would stop the funding to the prosecutor, get him out of office, and get somebody in there that's going to do exactly what he said. Lock up the bad guys, take them off the streets. This involuntary, commitment for homeless, he made a comment, we want professionals to look at them and make that determination and then take them. Guess who the professionals are? Guess who they are? They're the NYPD. That's who's going to have to go out and make that determination on top of all the other stuff that they have to do. They want them to go out and do this. There's ways to deal with homeless. Rudy Giuliani had a 4 or 5 point plan on how to deal with homeless. The mayor should go back in time, look at what we were doing back then. We didn't have these problems. Anybody that lived in New York City between 1994 and 2002 knows we did not have the problems they have today. Go back, look at the things we were doing, and re-emulate them. That's it.
Yeah, 1,000%. You guys know how to do it. And it's just getting tough, and it's being clear, and it's a clear message also to criminals, and that is so important. Bernie, thank you very much. We love having you on the show.
Thanks,
Great to have you
Rita.
here. Thank you.
Thank you.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting
the truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
real news
For real people.